From a super secret location deep within the mountains of Colorado, it's time to strap up, strap in, or strap on with your host, Shenanigans in One Shot. It's From the Ashes Radio!
I will never be able to thank Phil enough for doing that for us and putting that together. Because it really is glorious.
I want to hear that music every time I enter the room.
Yeah. So,
and everybody added applause.
Is there a one-shot theme song? I mean, I've heard the songs you come into the ring to. Is there a theme song?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. I've never walked out to the same song twice.
I've only seen you fight 2 or 3 times, so yeah, I'd have to go with. I agree with that. Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. But I've walked out from everything from Wu-Tang to classical music, and it's been classical music for a while.
Was it a country song last time? Or, I mean, when I saw you fight, you knocked out the kid with the pink hair.
Classical music. That was piano. Was the Piano Guys 0 Fortuna.
I'm glad you remember that.
I do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Welcome to From the Ashes. I am your host, Rob Williams. This is my hetero life mate, One Shot Seth. If you haven't had a chance to go see him fight, I highly recommend you look him up. They're all over the YouTubes and all that places like that. I already see some of our regular listeners roll it in like Stack. Hey, I don't know if I told you. I don't think I've had a chance to tell you. Stack signed up for jiu-jitsu with his boys.
You did tell me that.
I'm pretty excited about it.
Congratulations, Stack.
Congrats, big congrats.
Welcome to the club, I guess I'll say.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. So Stack, when I worked with him, was a triathlete. So he did all kinds of what do you call it? He was doing all kinds of
races.
Yeah, and I at the time was not all that much into running. So he really helped me a lot with my running and getting through a few things and really stood up for me. I had we had a sergeant major who was just this, everything you think of as those Pogue sergeant major. He was literally an S1 sergeant major. He just sucked at what he did. And I did really well on my PT test. I was pretty excited. I got past height weight. I passed my PT test. Life was good. I am an Ironman, he says. Yes, you are. And Eric Reed says, I can see your balls.
Look, I dressed up for you. There's a bow tie and everything.
Hey, go to Thigh Huggers and use the code ABOUTFACE, and you too can have some sweet shorts like that. But this sergeant major wanted me to redo my PT test because he thought I could get a better score. But he was the same guy too that would be like, well, if you don't do as well, and let's say you don't pass this time, you're going to be flagged. And I'm like, I have a passing PT test. What is your problem? Leave me alone. And Stack really stuck up for me. So yeah, first BJJ class is on Thursday.
Drink water.
Yeah, multiple. Yes, drink a lot of. But it's going to be a cardio.
Pace yourself.
That's why we're having this conversation, Stack. It's going to be a cardio like you have never experienced before in your life.
Yeah, let me tell you, I really wanted to do a triathlon. I never did.
No, you never. I know you said you used to like running.
Yeah, I did a lot of distance running, like distance, marathons, ultra, stuff like that. I loved running, okay? Loved running races. I don't know if it was runner butts and short shorts or if it was, the fact that I really like running, but I ran a lot.
Okay.
So I was like, man, I should do a triathlon. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like,
words that have never come into my head.
I got to ride one of those cyclist bikes.
Uh-huh.
And I went and looked at it, and I'm like, Jesus, God, that's as much as my motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then I got to wear that stuff that they wear when they cycle.
So.
And then I'm a very functionally good swimmer, but not like the type that does it for like time or anything like that. But I'm a decent swimmer.
You never did like a sprint?
No, like where they no.
Like a 5-mile run and a 1 mile swim or something like that?
No, I just hung it up and was like, wow, this run.
Steve Valancourt says, WTF. Steve, I have someone coming to the studio like Tuesday or Wednesday, and they're going to finish putting all of our audio gear together. It's all, if you can see behind me, it's all in pieces right behind me. So he is coming like Tuesday or Wednesday, is going to put all this stuff together for us, and we'll be using all these expensive microphones and all these cool stuff that the folks with WTF Radio gave to us. So it's coming. I promise it's coming. Joanna, well, thank you for listening. I'm excited that you're here tonight. Thank you. For those that don't know, we may or may not have Ashley Eckert from Club DD214. She is currently on the run from the Department of Veterans Affairs for exposing what is in the tacos. So yeah, she may or may not be here. It depends on if she can get dialed in. You know how our government treated the Julian Assanges and the what was that other dude? Snowden. The Snowdens of the world. So yeah, once you expose the government for something like that, you're going to be on the run for the rest of your life. So we may or may not have her. We'll find out.
Is that the real reason we're in a secret location?
It's the biggest reason we're in a super secret location. I didn't know if we were going to be on time tonight because Seth was having a hard time closing the blast doors on the super secret location and gathering the provisions in case the apocalypse happens while we're here on the air. But he was able to. I saw that you put a couple of what do you call those, butt nuggets into the fridge?
Yes.
So yes, thanks. So we're
those golden butt nuggets.
We are well prepared. The blast doors are closed. For tacos. Yes, exactly right. What do you call it? The herd I saw was locked into their cages.
Yep.
So yeah, all the defensive measures are in place. We're in a good place here at the super secret location. I called and left a message for you about triathlons. You did? All right. Well, looking forward to hearing that one. Yum tacos. Joe Allen, you say that until you're eating the taco and you find an evil globe and anchor tattoo inside your taco, if you know what I'm saying. And I think you do. He's a Marine. He would have did it anyway.
No, I just
gotta
let that one go.
You are a carnivore. Is there a meat you would not eat?
I mostly just eat beef, a little bit of chicken, and a little bit of pork. But I'm not saying no to anything.
Yeah, I want to try everything. When we were hunting this past year, the ranch we were staying on served rattlesnake one night.
Totally had it.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
we watched them shoot it too. It was the funny part.
That's kind of cool. But I've had bear, beaver, possum, squirrel.
I haven't had squirrel yet, oddly.
That was my first kill, skin, tan the hide, and eat.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you call it? For Christmas this year, Sandy got me a whole bunch. If she wants to hide out here on your roof, I won't eat Rocky Mountain oysters.
No.
I would eat Rocky Mountain oysters.
No, I'm out, bro.
No?
No.
Not even a little, no matter how they're prepared?
It does not. I'm not eating balls.
Well, I'm just not. A, I'm not intimidated by it, and B,
I'm not saying I'm
you're
not intimidated. They're huge.
They are huge. Well, I mean, to look at them, yes, it is like a Chipotle burrito-sized nuts. But the way they prepare them these days, I mean, they slice them and they fry them, and I mean.
Okay, would you have fried pecker? I had to choose what term I was going to use. I said the.
You're right. I don't think
the medical term.
I don't think I'd eat dick.
No,
I mean, I've been told a million times to go eat a dick.
Oh, yeah,
I don't think I would.
No, see, Rocky Mountain oysters, same category. I'm not eating balls. I'm not eating a wee. I don't swing that way.
There's a bunch of restaurants here in Colorado that serve like all that game meat stuff and whatnot. Yeah. Like the Fort, and there's some other one, I forget what it's called. But you can go there and get like ostrich and zebra and stuff like that. Groundhog Day is February 2nd. You can. Oh, okay. Rob would eat a dick to make all his fans happy. All his fans? That's two people, dude. There's a nut fest out here in Texas. Come on out, Rob.
Oh, man.
Mike Av is watching the show. Seth is clearly the looks of this duo. Oh, well, yeah, so I guess that makes me the brains. So it tells you where our show really is, huh?
We got problems.
Yeah. Can I crack open the Carl story now?
You can. I have it pulled up.
Oh, if you have it pulled up, go ahead.
Pulled up. So
Rob eats dick for 6 meals a day. Come on, man. You know I only eat 1 meal a day, and it's gigantic. That's a lot of dick.
So this private Carl moment. All right, me and old Robert Shenanigans Williams over here. We're talking.
Which I love this segment, by the way.
It's fun.
I love that you came up with it, and it hits home. So I love this segment.
So this one is not. immediately recent news. It was from August of 2022. Okay. But I just happened to stumble across it and I thought it was pretty amazing. Now, I like making fun of all branches of service. Okay. I show no prejudice. All of you are getting it equally. Well, maybe not equally, but you're all getting it. So this Chair Force veteran, okay, he's one of the badass one. He was pararescue vet in Florida, was filming for something. So they had a drone overhead while this happened, right? Did you watch the video?
I did.
This is nuts, by the way.
Yes, it is.
Florida, swimming, only dude out in the water. But in the drone video, you see two things coming. Well, one of them is very large, much larger than the man. It's a 12-foot alligator, okay? So this man with his bare hands fought off a 12-foot alligator, okay? Here's a couple, one of the quotes. That thing was huge. That thing wasn't a little gator. It would be funny if it was a little gator. Yeah, not funny. I mean, we're laughing, but not funny. August 3rd, his name is Defeats. I think, did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. He goes by JC Defeats. But his real name is Juan Carlos La Verde. Okay. So August 3rd, Defeats was swimming in Lake.
Say it.
Yeah, near Tampa, Florida, filming the promotional video for his company.
It's a name like this long.
A friend was filming overhead with a drone, which captured the alligator, estimated at 12 feet long in length, closing in on Defeats. With the right stroke, all I felt was scales, teeth, and then right there, I'm like, okay, so what I think I did, what I felt like I did, was that I immediately tried to open. Oh, it just jumped on me.
I just watched it like completely skip 9 paragraphs on you.
I tried to open his jaws because I knew I was in a gator. Defeat said, speaking for all of humanity in his desire to not be in an alligator. The effort.
His desire to not be in an alligator.
Defeats then essentially punched his way out of the alligator attack, sticking his hand in the reptile's mouth. After struggling for a few seconds, the creature released him. God, quit jumping.
It's fun to watch.
And Defeats managed to swim to a nearby dock where he was soon driven to the hospital. There he underwent 6 hours of surgery to repair the damage from the alligator biting his head, including a fractured skull, broken jaw, and nerve damage. After more than a week of recovery, Defeats was released from the hospital, although his jaw is still wired shut and he'll need another surgery to place a plate over his brain.
I am not going to read to you the comments that Eric Reed is making. Just know that you need to kick his ass next time you see him.
No, I'll sick the wife on him.
Junior says, it's because he got all them teeth, but no teeth brush. Did you ever see that news report? First of all, that's freaking awesome. I love that story. That's amazing. First of all, I've had the opportunity for several water jumps. For whatever reason, they've always been in Florida. And I'm like, no, I'll be your ground medic.
You mean like
out of an airplane?
No.
Yeah. No. Because there's nowhere to go. Like, you're coming down. Can you picture that? You're coming down. All right, you're good. Everything's set. Feet and knees together. This is going to be a good landing. And looking down, and there's that alligator like that, just waiting. And I'm like, nope, I'll be your ground medic for this jump. I'm good.
I've done a helocast.
In a lake in Florida?
Hell no. No. But this also brought up another thing. So I want to ask the guests out there, if any of you have a ferocious or dangerous animal that you would like to fight. Because I have one. I feel like everybody does.
What would you like to fight? Because I would too.
It's an alligator. It's not a 12-footer. We talked about this
today.
Yes,
we did.
I'm thinking...
Show prep is awesome around here, folks.
Under 6 foot. Under 6 foot. I have it planned out. Okay, I'm taking its back. Probably going to go body triangle. Close them out. I mean, and I watch too many alligator shows, right? Which has got me in this place where I want to wrestle an alligator. Do you? I
like how excited you are.
I am. I really want to do it.
I would like to go wrestle an alligator too. Not the same way you are. Like I said, I want to armbar him, and you're like, yeah, that's not gonna work. When you picture it,
My way
they ain't got
works.
no arms. I would love to, like, you've seen those. Who's that? A UFC fighter you see wrestle the bear? Khabib. I would love to wrestle a bear, only because I think we have so much in common, like smell, for example. But aren't those videos of him awesome though?
And, yes.
Your picture.
No, I was just thinking you both like to poop in the woods.
Yes.
So similar.
I did a whole podcast on it for Hunt Lift Eat. Yeah, exactly right.
Oh.
Make sure you warm up your wipes. That's awesome.
Yeah. So if anybody else has a cool animal they would like to tussle with, I would like to hear about it. Throw it in the comments. That's it.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I'd like to hear some of those
We
one-liners
got
too.
alligator and bear so far.
What do you call it? I mean, I just had a massive war upstairs with a savage land hippo up in the kitchen of the super secret
Also
location.
known as my potbelly pig.
That's the one. So we are. I'm looking at in the green room. I see we were supposed to have Ashley Eckert here this evening. It does not look like we're going to have her. It looks like she sent a representative. So we will bring on the representative for Club 214 and see what they have to say and what they have to say about Ashley running from the VA. Hello, how are you, sir?
Oh, hey Rob, how's it going?
It's good to see you. You look good. You look good.
Thank you very much.
Are you related to Ashley in some way? Because you have some similarities, but there's some things that just look different about it.
We're twins, but
well, clearly you are the more attractive twin, so we get that. We understand. It must have been rough. Are you able to speak intelligently on Club DD2 or Club 214 for us?
yeah. So Club 214. Actually, hold on one second. I gotta. Sorry.
Oh, we seem to have lost our original guest. Apparently Ashley was triplets. I didn't realize. Okay. Yeah. I
Okay.
had no idea. Well, hello, welcome to the show, sir. Wow. Apparently we're gonna have to get ourselves some mustache combs for the show and start handing those out to guests before broadcast. Yeah, all right. Whatever, man. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the show. Welcome to From the Ashes. Are you able to speak about Club 214?
Yeah, Club 214. I can definitely tell you all about that. Actually, I think Ashley just would like me to grab her really fast.
Yes, please, by all means.
Cool, great. Okay, that was yeah.
Oh, Ashley, you are with us.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Rob?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Well, we had a lot of comments about some of the previous people that were standing in for you.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you're able to see some of those comments, but hottest dude I've ever seen.
Well, I can see him now. Yeah. I'm on my phone.
I don't mean to interrupt, but our very good friend Nicholas Ron, who I believe you know as well, says, "I'm positive I can fuck up an ostrich." So yeah.
Right.
But anyway, good to have you, Ash.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about Club 214. So the main point of it is basically connecting veterans. There's so many nonprofits out there that help veterans in various ways, whether it's mental health, getting people out, doing hikes and whatnot. Like it's endless what they offer. So to Club 214, basically I wanted to create it so that I could partner with nonprofits and bring them awareness. That way veterans know about them and can get out based on like hobbies and interests that they have. The main kind of motivation behind it was, when I got in the military, had a rough time, got really fucking depressed. I moved from Hawaii, where I knew everyone, where I was stationed, to a small town in Illinois with my boyfriend at the time. And pretty much all his friends talked about were like the Blackhawks or that one high school party. So I felt super disconnected, got really fucking depressed. And it took me a long time to like come out of my shell again. So when I was running Veteran Spirit Club Denver, I got connected with all these nonprofits, went out with like American Heroes in Action, got connected with Warrior Now, and just got to experience all these amazing things. So I just wanted to connect veterans together, continue building community. Sorry, I had notes here.
Let me slow you down just a little bit here. So,
Yeah.
what for those that don't know? Are you still having conversations with those gentlemen that were with the mustaches off to the side? I see you looking off to the side.
No, I'm just looking at my notes because I forgot what I was going to say. I'm nervous.
Have you met Ashley?
No, I have not.
This is all the time.
Okay.
This is all the time. It never stops. It's like someone has an IV of Red Bull going into her. It's awesome.
I love you're the first guest I've ever seen or had on, or noticed that has notes.
Yeah. We have notes too. We're like, shut this guy up. So let's start at the beginning. What branch of service were you? For those that are listening, some of our guests or our listeners don't know anything about you. So tell us start at the beginning.
So I joined the Navy to be a linguist originally. Failed out of Arabic, but still continued on in crypto. So I got stationed at the NSA site in Hawaii. Me and Snowden were like besties. Ate lunch together at least 4 times a week. So pretty cool.
Tell us now. All right. So what year did you get out of the Navy?
2013.
Now, did you have to wear those stupid blue-looking uniforms that, like digital, but not really?
Yeah. So we could blend in with the carpet on the ground whenever someone was coming around.
Well, my question to those uniforms: if you're on a ship and you're wearing those and you fall overboard, the camouflage works, doesn't it?
Yeah, you blend right in. No one can find you.
So, I mean, did they execute the general that came up with this idea, or what did they tar and feather?
I hope so, because whoever came up with it was fucking dumb. Like, what was the point? Why did we need to blend in with the water, you know?
So I used to convince my Navy friends that the reason the Navy bought those uniforms is if they came in contact with salt water, they would turn bright pink. And so I had a whole bunch of Navy friends that would take and try to pour salt water on their uniforms to see if I was lying, and they would find out that I was. So it was a really, really good time.
It's good. Nice.
So you and I know each other originally from the Veterans Beer Club. Tell us a little bit about, and you've now stepped away from it, but tell us about the Veterans Beer Club.
So Veterans Beer Club, the Denver chapter, we started it. There were 3 of us that started it in, when was that? March of 2019. So going through, the pandemic, everything kind of died really hard, but the 2 other founders kind of stepped away. So July 2020, I took over as president, and then I ran it for about 2 years before stepping away in November. Just kind of needed a break, and then wanted to start this new club. So Veterans Beer Club, it's networking. It's mostly for, job opportunities, but also to build camaraderie and to continue giving back to the community. So, everything that I wanted to do with Club 214, I was kind of doing a little bit here and there with Veterans Beer Club, but it was just, I was working full-time job, also doing Veterans Beer Club, trying to do Club 214 at the same time last year, but it just kind of didn't work out. So, kicking it off. This month.
You've got it stood up pretty solid now, and you've got some good stuff coming up, and you've got some stuff going on with it. So tell us about Club 214. It's just basically a social club, or you're going on some like hikes and shit. Which, by the way, we will absolutely never go to one of those. But yeah, well, I don't know if you can see the comments that some of the listeners are making, but like Nicholas Ron, says, Ash, hit me up with Warriors Next Adventure. Let's see how we can work together. So you already got fans here listening on the show, so that people want to hook up. So yeah.
So Club 214, what I wanted to do was just kind of expand it. I wanted to focus more on, instead of like jobs and networking and doing business, I wanted to focus on like different hobbies and interests. So like, American Heroes in Action, nonprofit that does a lot of outdoor shit. He does like a lot of hunts. I went skydiving with him. I went, whitewater rafting with them. But, maybe people, especially more introverted people, they're not really going to jump at the chance to go do this stuff when they don't know all these people. So, in fact, I was even on Facebook the other day, and someone in the, I think the Colorado Veterans group mentioned that it was really intimidating to just go out to their events or to reach out and try to, figure out what they do. So essentially, I wanted to have these events. I have the first one scheduled for February 17th, but basically I want to, continue making events like I was doing with Veterans Beer Club, get it out there. I was doing pretty well with attendance, and then connect it with various nonprofits. So like American Heroes in Action, have him come out, meet some people, then anyone that's interested is not going to be as intimidated. There's a ranch out in Loveland that does a lot of shit for vets, and they're having trouble getting vets out there. I mean, one, it's kind of crazy weather. It's like, 2 degrees outside. So that's
we are proposing the super secret station, so I'm not really sure.
You're warm and cozy.
Yeah, well, keep talking. I'm listening. Sorry.
But, they're having trouble getting vets out there. And I think a lot of it has to do with the intimidation of like, okay, well, what are they expecting from me? Like, what can I go out there and do? Or, if somebody's nervous, they're not very, I don't want to say very social, but I mean, even though I'm talking on a podcast, I'm still introverted as fuck. And I get nervous sometimes. So basically, I want to, in the springtime, we're planning on doing a barbecue. That way I can get some vets out there. They can see what the ranch is all about, what the services are that they have to offer, and just kind of like bridge that gap, basically.
Super cool. I like it. So your first event is February 17th at this ranch?
Yes. So not at the ranch. That's just a future event that I want to work on. But no, the first event is going to be a social event, just kind of a meet and greet kind of a deal. So it's on Friday, February 17th at 6 p.m. We're going to be at Alpha Charlie's, which is veteran owned. Really cool spot in Centennial. So I just got that confirmed this morning, so I'll be putting details out.
Every time I've seen pictures of Veterans Beer Club, I mean, that place is full. You guys like rock the house, man. It's full of people. Well, yeah. And you and I knew each other, like 2 weeks ago on a Friday night at, what was it, Whiskeys and Warriors or something like that? In north end of Denver, I think it was.
Yeah.
And
what was it?
And that place was jumping.
Yeah.
That was a party up there. And it was it's amazing when you invite veterans and bring them together. I mean, if I remember correctly, that night, like the roads were all icy. It was nasty as hell out, but that place was full.
Yeah.
So it's amazing once you put some people together. So Club 214, I'm telling everyone that it's actually a strip club, just so that, you
right.
more people there.
I mean,
yeah. See what I mean? That's what I said. Yeah. And I just keep building on that. It depends on who's asking me. It could be a guy's strip club or a girl's strip club. But yeah, I'll keep trying to generate, people to show up for you. What do you call it? Is it a nonprofit?
No. Right now I'm just kind of doing it as an unofficial club. I guess in the future I'll just see kind of how it goes. But right now, keeping it kind of informal in a way. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. What does the future look like for Club 214?
The future looks like, basically I'm deciding between either monthly or quarterly socials, and then I'm going to be doing hikes, setting up a barbecue with that ranch over in Loveland. Basically it's going to depend on the organization that I'm working with. So if there's an organization or, another club, like, maybe, partnering with a rut club or something that's here in Colorado, and just basically I want to bring attention to these other clubs. So kind of like having a center point and just, using my marketing background to just like spread the word, get more veterans involved with these organizations. So that way, after you get out, it kind of sucks when you're feeling super disconnected. So if I can find veterans that like have, if you're interested in hiking, but you don't know who to hike with and you're kind of nervous to get out there, like come fucking meet these people in the rut club, or come meet, all these different organizations that do, sorry, I keep getting notifications on my phone. All these all these different organizations and clubs that don't really have, I guess, the best awareness. I just want to connect veterans. And, I know there's a million organizations out there that focus on suicide awareness and mental health, but I just want to build community. I want to connect veterans. I want people to not feel alone. I just want to bring people together. So
the president of our nonprofit, About Face Radio, his name is Randy, and he says Rob loves rucking, and he wants to know if you'd be interested in putting together a 30-mile ruck where everybody carries 100 pounds. So yeah. Well, and he is also a Navy slug, so yeah, he'd be very perfect for that. So yeah. What do you call it? I'll be doing some of the stripping. Well, now people know it's not really a strip club. I'm going to start telling people that it's a swingers club for veterans only. Yeah, just to kind of, you know, get as much attention for you as possible.
Oh, okay. I mean, right kind of people, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what yeah. I told my wife that, she punched me in the gut. So yeah, I guess we're not going. So yeah. Have you met Ash before?
We already had this conversation.
You said no?
No.
No, all right. Well, you're good people. She's a good time. You'll like her. What do you call it? But yeah, so it looks like a lot of people are interested in working with you, according to our listeners. So, but yeah. Hey, so how can people find you?
So I have a Facebook group and a Facebook page, LinkedIn page. I have a website set up, but I have not yet launched it. So it's going to be club214.com. It's all written out, not the number, but the words 214. So yeah, I'll stick that in the comments after I hop off here. But I'm trying to think, or club214@gmail.com. So.
Oh, that's okay. Are you on the gram, or you said you're on the Book of Faces? No Twitter yet, though, right?
No, I don't know if I'm gonna be on Twitter. I don't really. I have a personal Twitter, but I never even go on there. So
Twitter's kind of a cesspool. I don't blame you. We're like society go. They're like, I hate my marriage and my children. I'm gonna go on Twitter. Yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what happens. But yeah, good times. All right. So you want to give her the 2 minutes?
Yeah. Here we go. So this is your 2 minutes, your time to shine. If there's something we glossed over, if there's something that is just on your list, on your notes that we skipped over, it's your 2 minutes, time to shine. Say whatever you want. Make fun of Rob. It's your 2 minutes.
I
would ever.
went over everything already.
She's out of notes and now she's going,
You're not required to take your 2 minutes. You know?
Give a shout out to your fans, whatever.
Fuck.
This is the time where I give like my OnlyFans account.
No, I just I don't know. I mean, gonna partner with people, different organizations. The why is because fucking transitioning from the military is hard as shit and it sucks sometimes, and I want to bring veterans together, not let them go through, you know, that fucking rough isolation or anything. First events February 17th. Yeah, that's pretty much all I got. So
I just had to comment that you have a very large thumb.
What?
Every time you clear every time you clear, you have a lot of text messages that you're going to have to return immediately after this show. Ash, it's been great talking to you and all of your cohorts, the people that work with you. And it's been super fun building up to this, by the way. I had a great time building up to this.
I was honestly really nervous. I was like, what is the secret that I'm going to have? And like, I mean, you said get mustaches, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm on board. So, I got like a whole.
Well, and what's funny is like there's a whole bunch of people that are super pissed off right now because they tuned in to hear whatever the secret was.
Yeah, there was no secret. That was
everybody knows it's dead veterans that they're serving in the commissary at the VA. So yeah, there's no surprises there. But yeah, she has the tiniest hands though.
Oh my god, who said that?
That was Steve Mosley.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah, Steve Moses. Yeah, giant thumb but little hands. Ash, it's been great talking to you. Thanks a lot for being on From the Ashes. We really appreciate you taking time out of your busy day on a Monday night to be a part of what we do. And we're looking forward to Club 214 having massive success over the next few months.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Rob.
Hey, it's great seeing you. And I'll see you at the next one.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Later. Bye.
All right. I have 2 questions. I can't get rid of them.
Hit me. What you got?
What is your OnlyFans handle? I gotta know.
Man, I'm not just giving that away.
I'm
not just handing that out. What are you talking about, man? I'm not just showing my butthole for free. Man, you gotta subscribe to that stuff.
That's why I said you have to put out the handle so people can go subscribe.
I will. I absolutely will. But I'm not just giving that stuff away for free. There is no, you got to pay for that.
That's why you have an OnlyFans. You get paid.
Look, man, these feet pics ain't cheap.
Okay. Other question. When you're going around telling everybody that Club 214 was a strip club, you didn't say anything about me being a stripper, did you?
No.
Because I have issues with being scantily clothed, So I think it's
No.
time. I would have a break.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a break. Go read. The stretch was the best part of the whole thing. Good. I'm pretty sure, just like her thumb is on the camera. Ladies and gentlemen, go refill your drinks, and we'll be right back in just a few minutes, okay? That was awesome.
I am.
Come on. Come on.
What a beautiful morning.
Oh, there you go. Hey, check this out. Here's the situation. Say you out with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You're at school, you at a club or something, getting busy. All right, you just having fun. Somebody steps up to you and they tell you they want to rumble. All right, now just stop for a second. Before you lose your head, get all crazy and toss your hands up, just think. The person that uses their head can always defeat the person that's just trying to use their hands. Now remember that, because the more you know.
I am a mother.
A father, son,
daughter,
brother,
a sister. I am a student,
A stay-at-home mom.
construction worker,
volunteer,
I am loving.
smart.
funny,
generous.
Way too generous.
I am all of the amazing things you see.
But there's something you can't see.
or don't see.
Something that I don't let anybody see. Like when I'm alone.
In a room full of people.
You can't get out of bed.
And maybe I've gained weight.
Or lost weight.
Why do men always lose weight?
It can get dark in here.
Really dark.
Addicted to food,
The web,
Work.
sex.
alcohol.
Something to take the pain away.
You're finally back at her place for a little brown chicken brown cow when you get hit with love potion number 2.
Are you okay?
You skipped the loo before that keister kangaroo jumps out of its pouch. Now, what do you do?
Hurry up, come on. Come on, I'm on a date. This isn't happening right now.
You let that badonka-donk honka-honk and strike a match in the hopes you won't.
What a beautiful morning.
So every time we go on break, I play that short little commercial for the Motorcycle Relief Project, and there's a reason for that. It's because I believe in it very, very much. If you have not gone to their website, check out the Motorcycle Relief Project. Check them out on Instagram, all the socials, Twitter, Facebook, all that. They are literally saving lives. If you are interested in motorcycles at all I'm saying is go check out the Motorcycle Relief Project. It'll do great things for you. So yeah. Should we bring in Allie?
We should.
Are we placing bets on whether she's in are we getting angry Allie tonight or happy Allie tonight? Or I feel like we should start taking a pool or something.
Which one we get?
Yeah.
I just like it when she has a glass of wine before she comes in.
Which is pretty much every episode.
Always adds fuel. It's like drinking gasoline and pissing on a forest fire.
Yes, exactly.
Great. So,
all right. Let's see which Allie we're getting tonight. So here we go. Oh, hey, Allie, how are you? I guess that answers our question.
Hi, I'm neither angry or happy. I'm good. And I ran out of wine, so there's that.
You ran out of wine?
Yeah, I did.
That is one of the comments are awesome. Angry Allie's here. That's
No,
ever...
yeah. So, what's it? Yesterday, Sunday, Saturday, one of these days. I met two of my friends, like childhood friends, and we played Dark Tower, which is like a total geeky, nerdy game, but we had a blast. And I finished an entire bottle of wine and wasn't even feeling it. And I looked at him and I'm like, I think I may have a problem. I wasn't even tipsy. I was stone cold sober. And I'm like, well, this sucks. But then sometimes I'll have 2 glasses of wine and I'm like, whoa, can't see straight. So I don't know. Maybe it was the Chinese food. I don't know. But so I was reading the comments. What the hell did I miss?
What do you mean?
We got Navy porn. We got people stripping. Rob's been fired 3 times. There's a veteran swinger club that Eric's starting. All right.
Man, you got to connect with vets somehow. However you choose to connect with them, if that's why you're wearing a sock but not on your foot, hey, whatever, man.
Listen, I am not in a position to judge anybody, okay? Let's see. I don't really have anything this week. It's been relatively slow. I do want to say that just because the PACT Act has been enacted does not mean now that everything that you have is presumptive, okay? Your sleep apnea, not presumptive, okay? Your asthma, presumptive. Sinusitis, presumptive. Rhinitis, presumptive. Melanoma, presumptive. Certain types of cancer, presumptive.
what about tinnitus?
Not presumptive. Nope.
So have you gotten a call from the VA about the PACT Act?
No, but I did have a VA appointment like the 18th, I think, like the day after it went in. And when they were checking my vitals, they went through the PACT Act questionnaire.
Yep, good. So that's standard. That is because of the PACT Act. Now, when you go for your yearly physical or you enroll in VA healthcare, which is the form 1010EZ, you will be given a toxic exposure screen. Standard.
Yeah, and I had that as well. But I also had someone call. So for those, it's nobody's business, but I'm rated at 100% for a variety of things. But I had somebody from the VA call me when they're like, hey, you signed up for the PACT Act, blah, blah, blah. We see you're at 100%. We're increasing your benefits for a period of time. And I'm like, what? Why? What's up? You want to talk this one through? So I have an appointment on February 6th to find out what that's all about.
So they're not going to give you any more money because you are already maxed out at 100%.
Exactly.
So the only thing, my advice to anybody who's listening at 100%, like, oh, now I want to add this to my claim. Leave your claim alone. If you are already 100%, leave it alone. The only time I say to open up your claim is if you are likely to die of that illness, okay? You're already 100%, but you have, I don't know, some type of cancer, right? And it's presumptive, then yes, add that cancer to your claim. Understanding that you're not going to get paid anymore. 100% is max. You're not going to get 150%. Yeah. You cannot be more than 100% of a person. And that's how the VA does their ratings. It's the whole person theory, 100%, okay? You can get special monthly compensation. You can get your combat-related special compensation, all that stuff. But 100% is 100%. They're not going to pay you any more just on that, okay? So unless you are likely to die of an illness that you want to add to your claim, do it. Otherwise, leave your claim alone. You're not going to get paid anymore once you already hit 100.
So we had a lot of listeners after was it 2 weeks that Bernie was on? Whatever. I don't know. When we had Hatchet on a couple weeks ago, we had people asking about exactly that. Because they got out Now the PACT Act is in effect. Now they have sleep apnea. Should they open their claim up again to try to get compensation and treatment for that sleep apnea?
Sleep apnea isn't a presumptive.
Will their questions were like, will the VA treat my sleep apnea now that I've been diagnosed with it after my time in service?
Yes, if you are enrolled in VA healthcare. So the VA, again, is broken up into 3 legs. So you have healthcare, you have benefits, and you have the cemetery. VA healthcare, that's the primary care physician. That's your mental health specialist. That has everything to do with health and welfare, okay? If you are diagnosed, it is the VA's responsibility to treat you. That does not mean that it is service connected and therefore you will be compensated for it. 2 totally separate things. So if you are diagnosed with sleep apnea, outside the VA, inside the VA, and you need a CPAP, you tell your primary care physician, I have sleep apnea, I need a CPAP. They'll be like, okay. It still does not make it service connected. You can try and apply for it, but if you waited a long time, chances are slim. Like, you really have to prove that this is service connected. And unless you have the diagnosis in service or within 1 year of getting out, chances are you're not going to get it service connected. You will be given a CPAP machine through the healthcare side, but you won't be compensated through the benefits side. See what I mean?
I do. And that was exactly some of the questions that they were asking. And like, that was one of the other things is that because you used that term last time as well. You said long time, and somebody was like, hey, is that 90 days? Is that 10 years? What does a long time mean?
Like a long time to file your claim?
Yeah.
So there is no time limit to file your claim. You can file whenever. I still do Korean War claims and Vietnam claims. However, usually the VA wants to see a diagnosis or something treated. Let's say you served in Southwest Asia and then 10 years you were diagnosed with something. We're going to presume it's that. They want to see a diagnosis or a symptoms of something within 10 years of exposure. Okay. So the longer you wait after getting out, like let's say your knees, right? You were admin and you get out of service and you wait 35 years to file your claim. That's a long time. You can still file, but just know that, what are you guys laughing at?
So we are in this underground concrete bunker at the super secret location.
Correct.
And because we are sponsored by Thigh Huggers, my hetero life mate chooses to support them every show. But
as
we're 30 feet underground in a concrete bunker, and he's freezing his ass off right now.
So the little guys went into hiding? Is that what you're saying?
He's gonna sum up his ass later in order to take a piss.
That's gross. What was it? Oh,
it's a little chilly in the bunker.
Yeah, you should get him a robe. Oh, get him like a nice one-shot robe, fluffy robe.
Genius idea.
I'm saying.
It has to be like some Hugh Hefner shit.
Yes,
that's exactly what I'm picturing. Like a smoking jacket. Yes.
Oh, made out of a whoopee.
That would be incredible. Can we do one?
You are a genius, Allie. This is why we have you on this show.
This is not the first time I've heard this.
You think it's your stunning good looks and witty charm, but you're wrong. It's
it's my dirty.
We are the future. We're gonna create woolly bathrobes. Dude.
I would pay some money for it. I absolutely would pay some money for it.
So I have a whoopee that is, no joke, 26 years old, and I love the thing. But like, it's so thin in spots that like the stuffing is starting to come out of it.
Aww.
Yeah. So I keep it folded up in the closet because I don't want to damage it any further. And I'm like, what do you do with this thing? And people are like, whoopies never die. But now it's going to be a bathrobe. I love this.
Glad I can. Look, people are already putting in orders for whoopee bathrobes. I'm in. We could start a little sweatshop in the super secret bunker, right?
Little Armed Forces or About Face Radio. That was close. About Face Radio. I almost got hit. About Face Radio logo right there on the pad. Little pockets for your cigarettes.
I'm for it. But all right, guys. Yeah. So just remember, VA healthcare is not the same thing as VA compensation. And just because the PACT Act has passed does not mean that everything is now a presumptive. You still got to prove service relation.
Allie, thank you so much for being a part of the show. We could not do this without you. I mean, we could, but it'd be
You
really
could.
hard. So,
True.
Yeah.
And I look forward to seeing you guys like soon, right? A few months.
Yes. Are we meeting up in Texas at O'Connell West Law?
Yes.
Yes, that's exactly right. Will
Yes.
you have your license and all that stuff by then?
My license gets pulled in March, so yeah.
Oh, how perfect. Have you bought a bike?
No, I'm still looking. I don't know what I want. Well, I mean, I have an idea, but realistically, I don't know how much bike I could handle. So
You might surprise yourself. What are you thinking?
So I went to you guys have no well, so I was into Manchester, New Hampshire to their Harley store, and I sat on one and I loved it, and I really want it. It's a Harley. I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see that?
Yes, we can.
Yes. I will get this one day. I will get this one day. So
What an ugly ass piece of shit.
stop it. I'm also not opposed to the Indian Scout. I kind of like the way they look.
Now there we go.
I
That's what I'm talking about.
kind of like it. I actually I designed one, and I was looking at the 48, but I'm not really sure I like that. But yeah, so I have a couple of ideas, you guys. We shall
You will
see.
get to meet some pretty cool people like our good friend Rich, who is standing in line right behind you, waiting to come on the air.
Yeah, okay. So I will I'll say my adieu, and then I will see you guys really soon next week.
All right,
no. Next week I'm in DC. I'm actually meeting with a bunch of legislators at Capitol Hill, trying to change some shit. So I will not be here next week. I will be in DC meeting with our politicians like Seth Moulton and Jake Auchincloss, who's a Marine Corps veteran. So we'll see
If
how
I
those
give you
meetings
a couple
go.
names, can you smack the dog shit out of a few of them for me?
I am taking requests.
It's a long list.
Our phone lines are about to blow up.
I am taking requests. Yeah, but not for free though. All right, guys. I will see you guys 2 weeks from now. Yeah.
All right, we'll see you at Club 214.
Absolutely. Bye, guys.
Bye. We're gonna be millionaires.
Millionaires.
The Whoopi bathrobe. This is happening.
As our executive producer will say, zillionaires.
Are we ready to bring Rich on?
Let's bring him on.
Holy crap, there he is. Rich, how the heck are you, man? Radio is easier if your microphone is not muted. There you go. Look at you.
Don't expect much. We went to West Point.
Yeah, he's not the professional that we are, folks.
I have a permanent handicap, guys. If you hear people screaming in the background, my daughter this week has taken her first steps, and so we spend all of our time trying to get her to walk around now. So I think they're screaming about it over there.
Well, since I happen to follow you on the O'Connell West page, she's adorable, and congratulations and good.
Thank you.
So, did you have something that you wanted to talk about, or can I go ahead and ask a question?
I got one thing I want to throw out there, because it keeps coming up over and over again, and that is, hey guys, there are actual time limits for things. If you want to submit a packet to the ABCMR, the Board for Correction Military Records, you got to submit it within 3 years, and 3 years means you get discharged wrongfully, or the bad event happens, and that day is the start of the 3 years. Now, you can still go to the ABCMR to get your military records corrected after the 3 years, but you got to come up with a pretty good reason to have these people sit down and take your packet. Now, the ABCMR is not the only thing you can do. You can actually take your old chain of command to court if you want, and you're not even in the Army anymore. It's called the Court of Federal Claims, 6-year statute of limitations. The thing that comes up again and again in that court is, again, wrongful discharge. And you can pull people into depositions and ask them all about every single line of the regulation. Did you follow it? Did you follow it? And it's the I'll nerd out a second. It's the Tucker Act mixed with the Military Pay Act. Combine those two, you get a lawsuit, and you can get a wrongful discharge overturned if they didn't follow the rules they're supposed to follow. So but you gotta do it on time. You can't. We get a lot of calls. It's like, hey, it's been 15 years, but at some point the court's not going to take it anymore.
I can't just take them to court for being jerks.
Well,
sounds like
I will come back to you about that in about a month, and I'll have an update about taking people to court just for literally being jerks in a military
Rich,
context.
you legitimately had me sweating when you said your entire chain of command. Oh my god! Right, it's been over 6 years. I was like, oh shit! I can love to take me to fucking court. Shithead privates.
Yeah, if you're listening to this show, that doesn't count. We are exempt from that law. So yeah.
Yeah, except these guys. I think it's in statute somewhere. You can't include these guys here. So
I'm pretty sure I read it, and it leaves the word shenanigans in one shot.
And we have legal TV. So
we do.
Really want to fuck around.
My lawyer's a West Point graduate.
Fuck around, and find out. Yeah, he's really smart too.
You'd be shocked at every state court and then every federal court has case after case law after case law of veterans fighting to overturn discharges, and there's a lot of varying opinions out there, and in a lot of ways you can get at people. So
we're getting a lot of comments that say "Love your shirt, Rich."
Oh yeah, it's Hawaiian Shirt Monday.
Is that Doug's thing? Is that his gig? Does he let that happen? That seems out of character.
No, my wife is she's from the Philippines, but we met in Hawaii, and so I have this assortment of Hawaiian shirts, and I'm always needing an excuse to put them on because I'm in the middle of Texas.
Well, I'm going in 2 short weeks, so I'll have to rifle through your closet and borrow a couple. So.
Oh yeah.
But
y'all are. I think y'all are coming a little bit too soon. We're under contract for a house now, so I don't think I'll be in it when you're here. But you'll have to come back, and then we can have a party at my house.
Well, I'm still crashed under your couch while I'm there, but that's okay. So what do you call it? So I got a text message from a listener who was very, very close to us today, as a matter of fact, and they are deployed. And I'm sure you're aware of the military's recruitment issues going on right now. And basically what they told me is they got a memorandum from USAREC, and this went to everybody in the Army apparently. And it says basically you can get an award if someone enlists and makes it through basic training. You'll get an award. It's like the recruitment award or some crap. Like your face is exactly what I said. You'll get an award for them enlisting under your name or something like that. And I'm like, do they not know about GRAP and all the abortion that was? And he's like, that's exactly why I'm bringing this to your attention.
Well, there it is. We had heard they wanted to restart this program, and I guess it. But that's crazy that active duty.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, I know they're on active duty now because they're deployed. But are they, full time active duty, or just so
he's coming in broken in West Point. Rich,
the robot overlords have taken over your feed.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, the robot overlords have taken you over, and they don't want you to put the information out. Can you hear us okay?
Yeah, can you hear me?
We can now. Say that all over again, what you said.
Okay. Yeah, so this sounds like the old GRAP program, whose after effects Doug has been dealing with for 8+ years, and we're from
You're a Decepticon now.
The robot overlords are working you hard again, man. Sorry. Hey, Rich, I'll tell you what, we're going to cut you loose. And we will definitely talk more about this next week. Hopefully we get you a little bit better connection, and we can thwart the robots who are taking over your feed. Rich, thank you for being part of Ashes Radio, and I hope your little girl gets a couple of steps in tonight, man. It's good to see you, Rich. They're watching, he says. That's awesome. Damn, that was some good information too.
I know.
That's
thank God we're on next week.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
So speaking of, before we close out, who do we have for next week? What's next week's?
So we were supposed to have Mandy Connell, one of our original supporters and our advisor to the program. But she texted me as we were going on the air to say that she now has a scheduling conflict.
Okay.
So the person that you sent me last week.
Who did I send you last week?
I'm not sure. I have to look through all our pages of notes that we have. Basically said to me, "Hey, I can come on a whole lot sooner if you need."
Is it our Tom Hawk guy?
Could be.
I think that's probably.
Could be.
That'll be super cool. This guy. Yeah, I'll bring my tomahawk from him.
Cool.
Next week, and then I don't want to stress your brain too much.
Good.
What's on the calendar the following week?
I don't know. That's that. Now we're starting to get into.
That would be the 13th.
13th. I can look. Well, hold on. Let's just. I got the calendar
I
right
want
here.
to get the viewers
Excited about the
listeners.
upcoming.
Yeah.
So for those that have not heard or don't know, the 13th is Rob with One More Wave. I'm super excited about that. You're like, 13th. What's One More Wave? Yeah, February 13th is Rob with One More Wave.
I thought that was something else. You gave me some other info.
I might have, and I have a tendency to lie. So Chris with Tac 16 Publishing. So we have a lot of good Tactical 16 Publishing. If you don't know, publishes stories that veterans write. That One More Wave takes veterans surfing. So yeah, we've got some pretty decent ones coming up pretty quick here. Should I tell them about what's coming up in March?
Yes.
Hey folks, have you ever seen the movie 13 Hours, the story of Benghazi?
They're all saying yes.
They're all nodding right now. I know that you are. And you've seen, you remember the guy that was in that? There was a couple guys. One of them was named Tig. Well, he's running for mayor of Colorado Springs. And so he is going to be on the show. If you don't know who Tig is, I need you to shut this radio show off, go to the internet and look up who Tig is. You'll be impressed. You'll be excited. But in March, we are having Tig on the show. Thanks to our friends with DCF Guns for putting that together for us. It's going to be a good show. Yeah.
Cool.
You excited about that one?
I'm pretty excited about that one.
I'm pretty stoked about that one too.
Yeah, we're 3 minutes over. I don't want to get yelled at by my boss man.
We will. That's probably the text I'm getting. Hey, folks, thank you so much for listening to From the Ashes Radio. We will see you here same time next week. We'll be in the secure bunker. Hopefully we'll get some clothes on this guy and make him a little warmer. And yeah, we will see you next week on From the Ashes. Exactly. Hang on 1 second. We are off.
Oh, dude, I thought that was February 13th.